Why do you do what you do? I'm Pastor Adam. This is New Testament Tuesday, and I've got a question for you. Why do you do what you do? Why do you act the way that you act? Why do you do and have the little quirks that you do? Probably because you've learned them from somebody, somewhere. You model your behavior, whether it's consciously or unconsciously. You probably have done it because you've picked it up from other people. Well, my question to you, and why I pose the question, is because as Christians, we ought to love one another. Why? Because Jesus said so. And why did Jesus say that? He says this is the greatest commandment. It's to love God, and then the next one is to love your neighbors yourself. This is echoed by John in 1 John chapter 4 verse 11. Dear friends, check this out. Since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. Why should we love one another? Why should we do this thing that we should do? Is because God did it first. As we have modeled our behavior off of what we've seen or what we've been told, we as Christians need to model our behavior after God. It's right here. Why do we love one another? Why should we love one another? Because God loves us. We are to model our behavior after God. And one of those things that we should do is love one another. Why should we do it? Because God displays it first and we are modeling that behavior. Why should we go love one another? Because God loves us. And it's starting a cycle of setting up a behavior because we've seen it modeled by God. Just think about Jesus. He says, I only do what my Father tells me to do. He's only doing what his Father is modeling for him to do, the behavior he is setting for Jesus. Jesus is only doing what his Father commands him to do. And what did Jesus do but love other people, to lay his life down for his friends, for his family, and for people who wouldn't even know him, people who put him up on the cross anyways. He loved us, one another. He loved his other person because God loves him. And so he displays that to us. So what should you do today? Go and love other people and model your behavior after God. I'm Pastor Ron. This has been New Testament Tuesday. I'll see you next time.